Willkommen zurück zu Tales of Berseria. Ich bin euer FioreBo und wir gucken jetzt mal an, was passiert hier im Hafen mit uns. Wird es ein riesen Showdown oder steht da schon?
There they are.
Which must mean they took out every one of the exorcists who went after them.
Hey, I told them not to bother. Now how did that sword of yours turn out? Fine, I'll find out for myself.
Rokuro, we can handle the exorcists. Go and find your victory.
Thanks. All right, let's get down to business. Not bad. Better not die too quickly on me. I want this to be fun. Come on, bro. Don't hold back. Shut up. Don't play games with me.
Well, okay.
I don't even need to dodge. It'll be the same every time. Rocket suit. Elbow.
Oh, erst noch Elbow, okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all, but I'm not done yet!
Oh,
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful heir.
Don't count me out. Just yet. I've got something to show you!
ouch.
Take this! What?
Er hat ihm das Schwert rausgezogen.
Now that was clever! Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. All right, let's call it good here. Listen up! If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed.
I'll cut you down. No matter how many times I lose. No matter how many years it takes.
There we go. That's the face I'm looking for. So vicious. It's perfect.
What is wrong with him?
Shouldn't you be worrying more about your own skin? The entire Abbey knows by now that you're a traitor.
That guy, he was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
The Von Eltius here.
Let's get going.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
Works for me. You heard him, Kurogane.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo?
Yeah. We're headed for the Assault Archipelago in Southgand.
Uiuiui, was für ein Kampf, ey. Aber cool. Betäubendes Glatzit haben wir bekommen, okay. Betäubendes Glatzit gewährt die Fähigkeiten zu vielen Fertigkeiten der Lebensart auszulösen. Oh, okay, gut zu wissen. Die Expedition. Oh, wir haben noch ein Gespräch.
Velvet's demon hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. I can only imagine how much of a threat it will become to the Abbey. This calls for a clear-headed breakdown of everything I know about it so far. It changes shape in a flash, and can devour most anything. How must that feel, to devour something with your hand like that? But it doesn't devour the bandages that cover it up. Maybe they're protected with some sort of special art? Likewise, the rest of her outfit can't be ignored. One would think she wouldn't want to wear such ragged clothing, yet she clearly has no inclination of buying something new. I suppose that could be taken to mean she has some sort of attachment to it. But that top is really big for her. Like it was made for a man. Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it then. I know I may not look it, but I really am good at sewing. Maybe I should suggest mending her clothes rather than outright replacing them. On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be hard to push a needle through. I could be in over my head. But the tougher the fight, the more I get fired up. Of course, Lord Artorias would probably scold me if he heard me talking like that.
Who'd scold you for what now?
Oh, well, I was thinking about sewing. I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for you, you'd probably scold me. Wouldn't you?
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you that much?
I mean, not like constantly or anything. It just crosses my mind from time to time.
Are you good at it?
Yes. I'm told I come across as awkward sometimes, but if nothing else, I'm good with my hands.
I see. All right, if I ever need it done, I'll come to you.
Good, just leave it to me.
Are you feeling all right? You're really sweating. The heat and the cold doesn't bother me at all. But you're a human, so you need to take care of yourself.
Oh, sie gibt's.
And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you'll catch a cold. Besides, I don't imagine it feels that great. You should keep washing and bathing on your own schedule, like however you did before falling in with us. Just let me know and I'll make it work. Because the guys aren't considerate enough to stop and ask you if you need to.
Sure. All right.
Ui, ein
Thanks.
Frauengespräch.
That was a surprisingly normal thing for her to say. I probably shouldn't bother with her clothes for now. We girls have to be considerate of each other.
Das stimmt allerdings. Mädels müssen aufpassen. Was bist du denn? Ach, du bist hier... Hier Alarmstufe besiegt. Okay. Für den Abschluss von 3 Alarmstufe rote Jagden überreicht. Spion. Okay. So, da haben wir doch hier... Die haben wir geschafft. Ja, schön. Haben wir hier ein bisschen Geld bekommen. War jetzt nichts Besonderes, fand ich irgendwie, aber ja, ist halt gar nichts, ne? 7 Stück hatten wir schon. Schön, das kann man auch noch hier mit den Leuten unterhalten, nice. Ja. Interessant, dass die halt jetzt wirklich ein normales Gespräch eigentlich geführt haben. Das sah jetzt immer cool aus. Hatte ich persönlich nicht erwartet eigentlich. Na du. Oh, ich kann mit den Katzen nichts machen. Ach ja, die Expedition. Ich wollte mich eigentlich die ganze Zeit um die Expedition noch kümmern. So, was haben wir bekommen? 2 Siege immerhin. Aber nichts Neues.
Scout ships.
Hoffen wir, dass wir jetzt mal was Gutes kriegen noch. So, hier können wir mit dir quatschen.
So, you guys made it. Whatever happened to that sword breaker?
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit banditry. Thank you.
I'm glad you listened to reason. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
I'm heading to the capital. I plan on opening a restaurant for bandit cuisine.
Bandit cuisine?
Yeah, you get your hands on all sorts of food as a bandit. You gotta use what you have, and still make a tasty meal. Like a wild mushroom omelet minus the eggs. Or highwayman's stew. It's like a hunter's stew, but, you know, made by bandits.
That sounds somewhat improper, actually. But I'd still love to visit after you open.
Really? All right. I'll be an upright citizen in no time. Maybe even the kind of man you'd consider spending some time with.
I'm rooting for you.
Hey, were you actually listening to him?
Of course I was. It's wonderful he's turned over a new leaf.
Aha. Hab ich schon ganz eine Truhe übersehen. Was noch zu erzählen? Ich werde mir ein besseres Leben aufbauen. Ihr werdet schon sehen, Madame Exorzistin. Dann tu das doch mal. Ach, wie viele Leute hier plötzlich sind. Der Hafen mag ja nicht mehr so geschäftig sein, aber die Handwerker hier sind gut wie eh und je. Unsere Schwertschmiede gehört zu den besten, die es gibt. Es mag ja nicht mehr viel Blankstahl geben, aber die Qualität macht den Mangel an Quantität wieder weg. Okay. Gehen wir hier rein. Hallo. Nee, ich will kein Zimmer, danke. Einfach nur mal gucken. Vor langer Zeit ging ein Schwertschmied in die Mine, um den reinsten Blankstahl zu finden. Er starb, als ein Tunnel über ihn einbrach, doch seine Seele setzte seine Suche fort. Manchmal kann man in den Tiefen aus dem Untergrund immer noch den Klang eines Hammers hören, der auf Metall schlägt. Hahaha, die Geschichte habe ich schon mal gehört. Ist eine nette lokale Legende. Was macht das Kaninchen da unterm Tisch? Ah, na egal. Ja, ich glaube, das war unser Kollege, den wir hier mitgenommen haben. In seiner Blütezeit wurde Unmengen an Blankstahl und Eisenerz über diesen Hafen verschifft. Aber die Mine der Bögenschlucht geben nichts mehr her. Wir sind jetzt nur noch eine unbedeutsame Insel an der Südwestgrenze. Aber wo es einen Aufschwung gibt, ist der nächste Aufschwung nicht weit. Hoffen wir es mal. Wer doof, wenn die ganze Zeit alle nur so arm wird?
Hey, you there. That's one impressive sword you got.
You know a lot about swords?
I'm a novice swordsmith. Been at it for 20 years. Now, I'm finally able to make a blade worthy of the name.
20 years? And still just a novice?
It's a competitive world out there for a swordsmith, especially here on this island.
But I heard many swordsmiths have given up. There's less ore around nowadays, and swords don't work against the demons.
True, swords are useless against demons. Unless it's an exorcist that's using them. Kednik's weaponry has always been prized in Midgant. The Abbey recognized our talents, and now, business is booming. All the smiths here are grateful to the Abbey. They're keeping all of us alive and fed.
Ausrüstung zu schmieden, die den Kräften eines Exorzisten widerstehen kann, ist nicht leicht. Man muss sie immer wieder gemeinsam mit dem Besitzer verbessern, um sie zu perfektionieren. Man muss auch seine eigene Ausrüstung verbessern. Ja, stimmt, das haben wir auch immer wieder gemacht. So, hier ist niemand mehr. Oder was? Ne. Haben wir wieder ein Gespräch. Der plötzliche Befehl, das Haus nicht zu verlassen, kam so schon überraschend. Aber Legat Shigure, aber Legat Shigure weiß, was er tut. Er hat diesen Schwertbrecher Dämon ein für alle Mal erledigt. Ein Glück, dass er es ihm gibt. Legat Shigure ist der größte Schwertkämpfer der Welt. Kein Dämon hätte jemals eine Chance gegen ihn. Die einzige Verletzung, die er erlitten hat, war der Kratzer an seinem Kinn. Und den hat ihm seine Katze zugefügt. Oh. Die Katze kann ihn also besiegen. Die Abtei sagt, dass der gefürchtete Schwertbrecher auf freiem Fuß ist, aber sie haben wohl eine Legat auf ihn angesetzt. Der Schwertbrecher hätte ursächlichen Schäden anrichten können, aber wenn man uns nicht rechtzeitig gewarnt hätte. Ein Glück, dass wir die Abtei haben. Ach ja. Dieser blinde Gehorsam. Hier kommen wir noch rein. Was haben wir denn hier? Ein Lagerhaus. Bedienen wir uns doch mal. Würde ich sagen, oder? Wenn hier schon eine Kiste drin ist. Oh, ein bisschen Geld bekommen, nice. Ja, ja. Sonst ist ja aber nichts großartig. Zack. So, dann haben wir das, dann haben wir das, dann haben wir das. So, dann hatten wir hier noch ein Gespräch. Und hier noch.
Eisen! I thought you were supposed to be in Midgand. How did you end up here in Islegand? I thought I'd gotten used to you performing the impossible, but this time, I'm at a loss for words. We heard from the Bloodwings that the Abbey might have taken you guys out.
Not this time, but our luck won't last forever. Think of this as a dry run for when I really kick the bucket.
Aye, aye, First Mate. More importantly, are you sure it's okay to bring an exorcist aboard?
I've got my eye on her. If she does anything funny, I'll handle it.
Got it! We'll be on our guard, too.
Okay. Noch was zu erzählen? Aber wenn der Captain hören würde, dass wir einen Exist mitnehmen, wäre er begeistert. Das würde keiner rechnen, würde er sagen. Kann ja sein, ne? So, dann speichern wir nochmal. So. Ja gut. Dann gehen wir mal an Bord, würde ich sagen. Schauen wir uns führen. Aber warum zum Geier muss es ausgerechnet Iselgard sein? Ah, der Sensenfluch, natürlich. Segel zwischen Kontinenten. Die Kontinente sind durch Seerouten miteinander verbunden. Wenn du zu einem anderen Kontinent reisen möchtest, dann sprich Bennig am Hafen, um mit dem Wendel dorthin zu fahren. Das Reisen auf dem Weg kostet dich kein Geld. Es ist also eine Aufreisemöglichkeit. Okay. Da sollen wir hin. Ich kann aber nur dahin, okay. Schade. Da müssen wir auch nicht noch mehr geben. Ja, dann fahren wir mal hier hin. Ja. Was ist passiert?
I gotta say, you guys look less like pirates and more like a circus troupe.
Are you alright with having demons on board, Benwick?
Not remotely an issue. If you're aboard this ship of misfits, you're a pirate. That's just our creed. At least, that's what the captain and the first mate always say.
Speaking of the captain, what's Eifried like?
Let's see. How do I put it? He's like if the sea were a person, and that person had a pointy beard.
Huh. A bearded sea?
Look, everybody on this ship is an outcast from society in some way. Despite that, Captain Eifried accepted us for who we are, and took us all on board.
So he's a kind man.
Well, would you say that the sea is kind? How would it feel to dive in with an open wound?
It would sting. A lot.
Quite so. Some days he's calm and steady, and others he rages. He can be shallow, deep, even a whirlpool.
Sounds like he's a little scary and hard to read.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to serve him. But that air of mystery keeps us around, and makes us want to take those jumps. At the end of the day, the dread pirate Van Eifried is one hell of a guy.
He sounds like Velvet in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? How so? I didn't describe him right at all, did I?
Benwick, we're changing course at once for Port Renede.
Sir? What's going on?
3 of our men have collapsed from the Corsair Scourge. They first showed symptoms 3 days ago. How are you holding up?
I'm still doing all right. But if this really started 3 days ago, that means we're all carrying it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm afraid of. But if we head straight to Port Renede, we should be able to get medicine there.
I'll check on everyone's condition.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated, including yourself, understand?
Sir, yes sir. All hands, assume emergency positions.
The crew's holding up well for a bunch of folks at death's door.
What do you mean? Is this Corsair's scourge fatal?
Quite. No one knows what causes it, but it starts with a high fever and ends up with the body falling apart like sand.
Like sand?
Once, there was a great band of pirates who ruled the seas, but the disease spread through their ships and killed every one of them. That's why it's called the Corsair Scourge.
Does that mean we've been infected as well?
You humans, for sure.
Only humans fall prey to the Corsair Scourge.
Then it could have gotten to you too. Right, Moggy Lou?
Oh, right. Alas, that my glorious saga should meet such an ignominious end!
I can't allow our vessel to die from this. If you start to feel ill, speak up.
I will.
All right, we'll all be helping out in the search. Everyone but Eleanor, that is.
Huh? Oh, why does she get to stay? I might be dying too, you know.
You're a witch. Magic yourself healthy. Now quit whining and get going.
Oh, not even a witch is safe from the ravages of the Reaper's curse!
The Reaper's curse?
Ja, nein, und schon fahren wir woanders hin. Auch gut. Ah, jetzt kommen wir wieder auf den Kontinent, okay. Müssen erstmal alle Leute heilen hier.
Okay, where's the herbalist? If I remember right, the Corsair's Scourge needs a particularly special medicine.
Yeah, it's a wildflower called Salatoma. Its juice can cure the Corsair's Scourge.
Doesn't sound too tricky.
Let's not relax until we have it in hand.
Right. Now let's get going.
Hold on a minute. Won't you just be spreading the disease if everyone wanders into town?
Surprisingly, no. For whatever reason, you can only catch it over the ocean waves. It's speculated it might have something to do with the salt in the air, or maybe the microbes in the seawater.
Nobody knows the cause for sure, but there are no recorded cases of people catching it on land.
I see. A strange affliction indeed.
We'll be back soon. You all remain on the ship.
All right. Good luck out there, sir.
We've got to hurry.
Salatoma. Is this really going to be necessary?
What do you mean, Eleanor?
Oh, nothing. It's just... Well, the herb is known to work well for fevers and the like, but it tastes bad. So bad. Some say it would even bring a demon to the brink of tears.
Maybe so. But better to drink it than to die, right?
Oh, I'm not worried. It just reminded me of stories from my childhood is all.
Okay. Rennet. Stadt am Wasser. Echt, das ist nicht gut. Ich glaube, mich hat's auch erwischt. Kopf hoch, Mann. Wenn es stürmt, hast du keine Probleme mit Seekrankheit. Da wirst du dich doch davon nicht unterkriegen lassen. Ei, du hast recht. Wenn ich mich nicht zurück zusammenreiße, wird mich der Captain ständig damit aufziehen. Oh.
That Rokuro, always telling all of us except Eleanor to work harder. Doesn't he realize that I'm a delicate maiden too? This is workplace discrimination. I should put him on a witch trial and burn him at the stake!
I don't think that's how witch trials work.
What's wrong, Eleanor? You look like you've got something on your mind.
I'm just trying to figure out what Rokuro was thinking. When I had Lord Shigure at the end of my spear, Rokuro threw his dagger right at my head. I thought I was dead for sure. I feel like I saw who he truly was, and it frightens me. But he and Lord Shigure are always trying to kill each other. I can't understand why he did what he did.
It might have something to do with his Bushido code.
What's Bushido? Is that like a sword fighter's code?
It's a way of thinking. Be loyal to your lord. Respect your parents. Protect the weak. And act with honor.
You're saying that he was following this Bushido code, and he was protecting me because I was weak?
He might have turned into a demon, but his memories and personality are still intact. I doubt his moral values have disappeared either.
Do you really think he believes in that Bushido stuff? Carving through his enemies with a cruel and unsparing sword! Slash! Pow! Shazam! That's That's the true nature of a Rangetsu man. I heard that when Velvet first met him, he immediately attacked her without any provocation. I'm sure you haven't already forgotten how he turned his swords on the kid in that fight against Kurogane.
I wouldn't read too much into what Magilu's saying. Rokuro lives for his sword, and that's just who he is.
But I don't think he's all that bad.
I thought you were the one who called him frightening.
I know I said he can be a scary person, but... how do I put it? I do feel there's more to him than just wanting to cut people up. It's like... he's more sensitive to other people's emotions than he might seem to be at first glance. A sword fighter has to sense his opponents on some level, right?
For a crazed demon, he's actually a nice guy. Is that it?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I know him well enough to claim any deep personal insight or anything.
You brought it up.
Tja. Oh, da liegen sie alle. Sterben sie. Wir werden es schon irgendwie schaffen, am Leben zu bleiben. Also es ist los und treibt etwas Saletoma auf. Okay. Er hat komplett den Verstand verloren. Könnt ihr vielleicht etwas Medizin mitbringen? In der Zwischenzeit gebe ich ihm ein Betäubungsmittel. Okay. Ja. Irgendwie finde ich diese Krankheit sehr komisch. Aber schön ist bei Bushido das mit S hergeschrieben haben, statt mit SH. Der Wagenwald liegt östlich vom Rennet, jenseits der Noxinfe. Die Bunak-Hochebene liegt im Norden. Es gibt im Westtag nicht viele sichere Orte. Wenn ihr als Reisen wollt, bereitet euch gut vor. Okay. Ah, das Handelsschiff von Valia. Ihr spendet eine weitere Ladung der Hilfsgütern. Die können wir immer gebrauchen. Besten Dank. Wir spenden Hilfsgüter. Ist nur ein Trick. Wir behalten immer ein wenig Fracht auf Lager, falls wir mal dringend vor Anker gehen müssen. Verstehe. Trotzdem trotz der wie heißt die Plage? Korsarenenplage. Fällst du wohl immer wieder auf die Füße, was? Oh Mann. Ja, mit dir habe ich ja schon geredet. Ich will mit dem da reden. Dieser Nachschub kann genau zur rechten Zeit. Ei, bei all den Exzessen und Soldaten hier sind die Vortritte langsam knapp geworden. Seht ihr mal. Ja, gut, dass wir gekommen sind. Nehmen wir das noch mit.
A bit ago, a manacled body got caught in my nets.
Manacled? A prisoner? You too? Yesterday, my nets pulled up an arm. Manacles, even a brand on that one. I really can't take this anymore. I'm losing my appetite, and it's bad for my heart.
You said it. Judging by the tides, they would have to have come from that prison island. Is it really just a prison?
You think it's strange, too? I've suspected something about that place for a while now. They say the whole island is a prison, but if you ask me, I bet it's just an execution ground.
Or it's for experimenting on demons.
Experimenting? What do you mean?
Testing the demons' capabilities. That's why they need prisoners. Food for the monsters.
Not a bad theory.
Just kidding! There's no way the Abbey would do something that horrible, right?
You sure think of some crazy ideas. I bet all of this is the work of some vicious pirate gang.
Yeah, something like that.
That guy. He's pretty sharp.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen any patrol ships around there recently. Used to be they'd chase you off if you got too close.
You know, you're right. If there are pirates about, it'll mean trouble unless the Abbey tightens up their patrols.
The best we can do is keep a wide berth of it for now. We wouldn't want pirates and demons sneaking up on us.
I think we'd notice if pirates or demons were around. No way they'd catch us unawares.
I can't tell if he's sharp or dull as a brick.
Oh. Gut, dann rüber mit dir. Ich weiß, ich höre mich wie ein Angeber, aber ich schwöre, ich habe den sechsten Sinn. Wenn die See rau wird oder Dämonen in ihr sind, spüre ich es einfach. Vielleicht aber auch nur vielleicht. Habe ich ja das Zeug zum Existen. Wenn es dir in 10 Jahren immer noch so geht, dann würde ich sagen, versuch's doch mal. Warum in 10 Jahren? Das Junge sieht ja doch gar nicht aus. Was sind wir? Entschuldigt, gibt es hier vielleicht eine Apotheke? Ein Apotheker? Ja, es gibt einen im Dorf. Seit hier im Westgard von der Dämonenpest befallene Pflanzen und Tiere die Menschen angreifen, kommt der Apotheker kaum noch zum Schlafen. Verstehe, danke. Töte. Ist nochmal ein Lager raus. Es freut mich, ja, dass wir hier jetzt mehr Existen haben, aber was machen sie nur im Wagenland? Sollten sie vielleicht nicht Renet verteidigen? Der Grund dafür kenne ich nicht, aber ich habe gehört, dass die Befehle von den Hirten persönlich kamen. Es muss also einen tieferen Sinn haben. Oh. Ich habe was bekommen, ja. So, mit dir können wir nicht quatschen. Da liegt noch was. Wenn ich mir heutzutage Ausrüstungen ansehe, will ich sie einfach nur zerlegen. Das Sammeln von Materialien ist mir ein lieber Zeitvertreib geworden. Das Gefühl kenne ich gut, passt nur auf, dass das nicht außer Kontrolle gerät, klar? Ja, ich muss damit aufhören, die Ausrüstung zu zerlegen, die ich eigentlich verbessern wollte. Oh, eine Uhr, nice. Es halt einfach hier bedienen können, so. Ja, nehmt euch mal hier alles. Ist schon okay. So, was haben wir hier noch? Es gibt Dämonen, die greifen euch schon an, wenn sie euch nur einen Hauch von Potenten beischwittern. Wirklich ein bisschen Potenti zu haben wäre zwar unglaublich praktisch, aber dafür sterben möchte ich nicht. Nun, anscheinend gibt es nur einen Dämon in der Region. Ihr müsst schon riesiges Pech haben, auf einen zu stoßen. Dämonen werden also von Potenti angezogen. Einer pro Region ist sogar für Dämonen ziemlich selten. Trotzdem ist es kein schöner Gedanke. Okay. Da vorne passiert anscheinend irgendwas. Und ja, ich mach mal Schluss. So, speichern wir mal schnell. Zack. Zack, wunderbar. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Haut rein. Ciao, ciao.
Everything inside of me is what it is, it's not changing. For you, to myself I stay true. So try to understand it when I tell you that I want you well. Been reprimanded for the last time, so just shut your mouth. Bite your tongue, cause I've had enough. You're speaking under your breath, too much, shut up. It's my life, it's my fate. It doesn't matter what you say, cause it never was your place. It's never gonna change, it is the same and I'ma stay this way. It's my life, it's my fate. It doesn't matter what you say, cause it never was your place. It's never gonna change, it is the same and I'ma stay this way. I live my life the way I choose to walk away before I lose my mind. It's time for you to say goodbye. Oh, over and over you try to force my hand and make me change. As I get older I understand it more and hate these things you put me through. And now I'll never lose. And now the strides I take will guide me straight away from fake ass punks like you. It's my life, it's my fate. It doesn't matter what you say, cause it never was your place. It's never gonna change, it is the same and I'ma stay this way. It's my life, it's my fate. It doesn't matter what you say, cause it never was your place. It's never gonna change, it is the same and I'ma stay this way. It's never gonna change, it is the same and I'ma stay this way. It's never gonna change, it is the same and I'ma stay this way. Let it be, just let me breathe. Guaranteed you can't fix me. Everything that's underneath it inside me is not changing. Let it be, just let me breathe. Cause everything that's underneath, everything that's underneath it everything that's underneath it everything inside of me is what it is, it's not changing. For you, it's never gonna change.